The general cognitive ability answer that sounds great, but fails the hiring committee member. Most candidates jump straight to a metric like CTR or NDCG, and the moment they do, they've already told the hiring committee member they're optimizing for what's easy to measure, not what's actually valid. The question is, how would you measure whether Google search is getting better or worse? General cognitive ability at Google means statistical thinking and analytical rigor, not just knowing metrics, but understanding why any single metric will eventually mislead you. What the interviewer is actually listening for is whether you can build a hierarchy of metrics that guards against gaming at Google scale, and whether you know the difference between what's measurable and what's valid. Here is how most candidates answer this question about measuring search quality.
I'd start with click-through rate on the top results as the primary signal. If users are clicking, the results are relevant. I'd also track average session length and whether users return to the results page after clicking, which tells you about result quality. For longer-term trends, I'd look at query volume and user retention week over week. NDCG is useful for offline evaluation against human raters. Together, these give a pretty comprehensive picture of whether search quality is improving.
Jumps to metrics before defining what better means for the user. CTR as primary signal ignores that CTR is easily gamed by clickbait. No metric hierarchy, leading, guardrail, and North Star conflated. No acknowledgement of measurement validity or long-run versus short-run tension. Here is what I am writing in the debrief right now. Item 1. Candidate skipped problem framing, never defined better from user perspective. Item 2. Proposed CTR as primary metric without addressing its susceptibility to gaming. Item 3. No structured metric hierarchy, leading, guardrail, and North Star undifferentiated. Item 4. No engagement with long-run validity or the tension between proxy metrics and true user value. Verdict: does not demonstrate general cognitive ability. Same question, same situation. Listen to how this candidate structures the problem before touching a single metric.
Before proposing any metric, I'd define better from the user's perspective. Did they get the right answer with minimal effort? That frames the whole system. I'd structure it as a hierarchy. The North Star is task success rate, measured via satisfaction surveys, and zero long click rate. Leading indicators include reformulation rate and time to first click. Guardrail metrics protect against gaming. If CTR rises but reformulation also rises, that's a red flag, not a win. I'd also flag the long-run validity problem. Metrics that improve short-term can erode user trust over months. So I'd pair any live experiment readout with longitudinal cohort tracking.
Defined better from user perspective before proposing any metric. Structured a clear North Star, leading indicator, and guardrail metric hierarchy. Explicitly named how guardrail metrics catch gaming. CTR plus reformulation example. Raised long-run validity and longitudinal measurement without being prompted. Notice what changed. This candidate never let measurability drive the answer. Validity did. Item 1. Anchored metric design and user goal before proposing any measurement approach. Item 2. Proposed a coherent 3-tier hierarchy. North Star. Leading indicators, guardrail metrics. Item 3. Demonstrated understanding that any single metric can be gamed at scale. Item 4. Independently raised long-run validity and longitudinal cohort tracking, unprompted. Verdict: strong signal, strong hire. Before your loop, run your answer through these 3 questions. Question 1. Did you define better from the user's perspective before naming any metric? If not, you've already told the hiring committee member you optimize for measurability, not validity. Question 2. Can you name a guardrail metric that would catch your North Star being gamed? If you can't, your framework breaks the moment an engineer optimizes directly against it. Question 3. Did you address the gap between short-run metric movement and long-run user trust? If not, your answer describes a measurement system that will mislead the team over time. If you failed all three, you didn't answer this question. You listed metrics. General cognitive ability at Google means knowing the difference. How do your real stories score? Get a personalized report scored against the interview rubric Google uses for your role. Head to interview101.com and find out before your loop.